What up there, guys? This is Jugget82, and this is a video. And as you can see, it's got some gameplay playing and playing some WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Guys, if you notice that graphically, my capturing device is actually getting some pretty good images out. Using an older computer I have in my room, and it's doing the job. Let's just say that. I'm sipping on a little juice right now, so I'm going to probably be talking a little bit different. But this video is basically talking about last gen consoles getting the bad rub. Now, first of all, now I understand that with next gen systems or the current gen systems, as the Xbox One and PS4 and so forth, they have to give an incentive to want the consumer to buy the newer systems. But I've been seeing videos of, especially with the new Call of Duty that's finna get ready to come out, the Black Ops 3 game. And I noticed that on the PS3 version, there's Xbox 360 version, there's no campaign mode. Now I know some people say, well, I just play Call of Duty for online. I play it too, but I also have played the campaign. They are very, very well put together and gripping stories and so forth. And I've played the campaign on every Call of Duty game I've bought. Then you hear that they take $10 away to make it not seem so bad. Fuck that. When you take pretty much the whole game, that's a big part of the game itself. It's kind of like having if you played games back in the day like Tomb Raider or something, where you couldn't play the game but you can play the online. Come on, give me a break. I feel when it comes to PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, it has to be a little bit leveling when it comes to the developers who are putting these games out. Personally, I feel if you're going to do that with a Call of Duty game, they might as well should have had the price at 20 or maybe $30. Dude, to be honest, because literally you are scripting the game. The game is not a complete game. And that goes on to me. Also, I'm a huge wrestling fan. And this game right here is WWE 2, not 2K, I keep getting 2K in my head. But this is SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. Now, this would be the last game to have the SmackDown vs. Raw license. Because, of course, the brands eventually came back together and so forth. But I noticed something about this game, and I've been playing it a little bit, and I noticed that this game is pretty cool. Graphically, this game looks amazing. And I noticed that there's a lot of things that are not in the other games that this game actually had. And that's not making this game even better than the other games like Here Comes the Pain or the games prior, or SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, which I also thought was a really, really awesome game. But, oh, look at that move. That was like... But the thing about this game is the fact that I think when you look at the games that come out later, you notice something different when it comes to the physics. Like in this game, literally, if you threw a wrestler off a ladder and they were near the ropes, they would actually hang on the ropes, like as if, like in real life, when you see a move like that done. Case in point, you just seen Evan Bourne get hit right on the ladder. The ladder didn't just automatically break, but you saw him hold his leg when he hit the ladder. Now, I've seen the 2K16 videos where they've showed that this is capable. But there's a big question that many people haven't really just jumped in the conclusion and asked. And that is, with 2K16, where's the gameplay for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360? Now, I had my devil in the 2K15 game, and personally, I felt jilted a little bit with the PlayStation 3 version. And the reason I say that is because there were a lot of things that were missing in that game. For the pros, I did like the Who's Got NXT. I thought it was pretty good to add that in there because we didn't have showcase mode on the PS3. But there were a couple of things that you knew that they rushed it in. First of all, hit detection. The hit detection was off when it related to the sound. If you went for a body slam, it would take like 3 seconds for it to even register on the sound part, and it made the matches feel weird. Then you had a lot of other glitches, even more than the PS4 and Xbox One version when it came to the gameplay and so forth. Look at y'all saying, "Come on, man, you can't shit me." But the thing is I noticed that there's been tons and tons of gameplay for SmackDown. I'm sorry, WWE 2K16, and it's been Xbox One and PS4. Where's the gameplay for that? Because I really do feel that they're gonna dumb this shit just like this, and I mean this truthfully. When this game came out, you also had SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 for the PlayStation 2. If you compare this one to the PlayStation 2 version, you can tell that they took a lot of liberties on the graphics. Now some people say, well, the system just wasn't able to do what it do, and all that. But you got to kind of analyze something. You have sold a system to millions of people, and some of these millions of people still own these systems. And if you're going to still constantly try to, and this is for the developers also, if you're still going to sit there and try to develop games for the later on series of games, then make sure you kind of, nudge the prices down if you're not going to put the entire game in there, or if you're going to script it. So like I say, at the end of the day, I feel like this. Does it feel like we are getting the leftovers? And I'm speaking to the people who still have not jumped to current gen systems. Or do you feel it just is what it is? Personally, I already know that eventually the service for the PS3 as well as Xbox 360 are, is what it is. But at the end of the day, many people bought your systems because they enjoyed the games that they had on the systems to play and so forth. So what do you feel you can give to the table if you're going to continue putting games out that are half-assed put together, or games that are not full games? Then discount the hell out the prices of the games, because that's not fair to the consumer. And it makes perfect sense to do that, because if you don't have an Xbox One, if you don't have a PS4, it just makes common sense. Stop trying to gouge people with high prices on games that you know are not even worth it at this point in this stage of the game. And that's pretty much what I'm just trying to get out there, to say that, video games are fun to play, they're exciting and all that. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to sit there, especially when you're trying to be money hungry, God, I'm talking to you, and you want to sit there and sell everybody on your system. I'm not getting Black Ops 3. I still stick with playing Black Ops 2, because at least I still have a campaign, just in case I don't want to play online that day. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel that give it the benefit of the doubt. If you're not going to develop a full game, or at least in discount it, or just don't put it on the system at all. If you want to slowly kill off the last gen systems, just go and do it. The PlayStation 2, I feel, was a system that proved that it can overstay as long as it wanted. It pretty much was still on the market for 13 years. 13, 14 years, give or take, but it was literally, look at that Bruce, drop it. It was literally a system that held its ground. And like I said, at the end of the day, if you're not going to be able to give the consumers what they want as it relates to these games that you guys are developing, then be real with them. Don't develop it for the last gen, or just have it half price. But yeah, this has been me rambling and talking about the leftovers. But yeah, this is Jughead82 signing off.
Does he have it? He did it! Morrison wins.